Hi friends, welcome back. We've been talking a lot about the elements of a story, or what makes a story. We've talked about how stories must have characters, there must be a setting, the where and when a story happens, and those characters are going to face some sort of problem and solution. And the steps in between are the different ways they try and solve the problem. Now, that can be a lot to think about, right? There's a lot that happens in the beginning, there's a lot that happens in the middle, and there's a lot that happens in the end. So, one way we can smush it all together or summarize is by thinking about the strategy somebody wanted, but so then, or SWBST. Say it with me. Somebody wanted, but so then. Let's figure out what that means. The somebody is the main character, the most important character, because they're going to be the one facing the problems. That's the main character. The wanted is, what does the character want? Or what is the character's goal? So what does the character want? We've got the somebody, we've got the wanted. They want something, but there's a problem, right? They can't get that thing. Even if it's safety, they can't find safety. What is keeping the character from his or her goal? That's the but. The so is the solution to the problem. What does the character do to meet his goal? And the then is, how does the story end? One sentence to tell us how the story ends or concludes. And sometimes that's the lesson that the main character has learned. Let's think about a story we all know, The Little Red Riding Hood. Let's summarize this story using the somebody wanted, but so then strategy. The somebody. Who is Little Red Riding Hood about? Well, it's about a little girl with a red hood named Little Red Riding Hood. She's the main character in that story. What did Little Red Riding Hood want to do? She wanted to deliver something to her sick granny. Yeah, she wanted to take treats to her dear old granny. So we've done the somebody, Little Red Riding Hood, wanted to take treats to her dear old granny. But what is Little Red Riding Hood's problem? Yeah, Big Bad Wolf enters and he wants to eat her and her grandmother. That's a big problem. There is a wolf who tricked her by pretending to be Granny. So we've got the somebody, Little Red Riding Hood, wanted to take treats to her granny, but there was a wolf who tricked her by pretending to be Granny. So what did Little Red Riding Hood do? Well, she screamed and a woodcutter came to the house. That's how the problem was solved. So Little Red Riding Hood wanted to deliver treats to her granny, but a wolf tricked her and pretended to be Granny. So she screamed and a woodcutter came to the house. What's the conclusion or the end of the story? The woodcutter saved Little Red Riding Hood and Granny by killing that mean old wolf. And I would add that Little Red Riding Hood learned that she shouldn't be tricked by wolves, or she shouldn't trust strangers. So that's how you're going to use the somebody wanted, but so then strategy to think about the problem and solution and put all those story elements together to think about what's most important in a story. Today you're going to be listening to the story, The Dog Who Cried Woof, and you're going to be trying this out. You're going to identify the somebody, the main character, what they wanted, the but, the problem of the story, the so, how the problem solved, and the then. One sentence ending the story and telling what the character learned.